Hi, welcome back. So in this video, we are going to see some more complex conditionals that you could use and some different form of conditionals. They are not complex, they are the same thing, but some more, flexible forms of conditionals that you could use, right? So in the last video, we had built something like this, that where if you refresh, it asks you for your age, and if you enter something like 12, which is less than 18, you get minor, and if you enter anything which is 18 or above, you get adult. And that was by this code, where if age is greater than equal to 18, console.log adult, else you can do this. So this is basically how a conditional works. Now the different forms I want to show you are first that I've already showed you is that if you do not have an else, then only this would be executed, otherwise nothing would be executed, right? That is one thing. Now so now let's do something else, and let's make it something like if the age is less than 18, we have to enter minor, else if the age is between 18 and 21, you have to enter just adult, or print, or if the age is greater than 21, you have to print adult, right? So let's just first write that down. And I'll remove this if from here. If age is less than 18, print minor. Else if age is between 18 and 21 inclusive, print just adult. Else print else if age is over 21, print adult. Right. So now you see that here we have more than two conditions, right? From the syntax we know till now, you could have done something like if age is less than 18, print minor, or if that is not the case, print something else. However, here we have three conditions. So how do you think we can handle three conditions? So first is, you could do something like this. If age is less than 18, console.log minor. So one thing that you need to know, that if there are no parentheses after if, only the first line following that will be considered as the line inside if. So if I now write something like this will not be considered inside the if condition, right? So only the first line after this will be considered inside the condition if no brackets are provided, right? Yeah, so now we now need two other conditions. So first thing, you could do else, and now in here we know that age is not less than 18, so we could do something like if. We could put another if here, age is less than equal to 21, console.log just adult, else, don't worry, we are going to discuss this in just a moment. Now this will work first of all, right? And just to show you, we'll try first, and again we're going to see how this is working in just a moment. So if I enter 16, I get minor. If I enter 19, I get just adult, and if I enter 22, I get adult. So how is this happening? So here we had if age is less than 18, print minor. So that's working fine, there's no problem in that. Else, so now if we are going inside this else, it means our age is greater than 18, right? Then it could be greater than or equal to 18. So if we are going inside this else, means our age is greater than or equal to 18. There is no other way you could go inside this else, right? So now we know that our age is greater than 18. Let's put a comment here saying age is greater than equal to 18. This is fixed. So now we are checking if the age is less than equal to 21. So in this if, basically we are checking two things. The first is age is greater than or equal to 18, which is due to this. And then we are checking if this is less than 21. So this is basically putting a condition here that 18 is less than or equal to age is less than or equal to 21, right? And this is what is known as a nested if, that you have an if condition inside of another if condition. And by if condition, this could be else too, right? So you have an if, you have a conditional inside another conditional. So this is a nested conditional, right? I'll put this here, nested conditional, right? So you could see, you could do this, right? And so now our age is greater than or equal to 18, and our age is also greater than 21. If this age, if this condition is not satisfied, means our age is also greater than 21. So then we move into this else, which means that our age is greater than 21 and we have to print adult, right? Okay, so this was what is known as a nested conditional, and you could do something like this to check any number of conditions you want. However, there is an easier way to. What if I remove all of this, or I'll comment all of this, and yeah, I'll make another if condition saying if age is less than 18, console.log minor. Alright, this was easy. This isn't a problem. Now we could do something like else if, and this was what the main thing is. This is the main thing that I wanted to show you, that this is also a valid syntax. You could have if, else if, and again we'll see this syntax in just a moment. I'll explain this to you. Alright, so now this is what we have, and this obviously looks a little simpler than this, but let's just first check if this is working. We'll enter 15, we get minor. I enter 19, I get just adult. I enter 22, I get adult. So how is this working? So this is what is known as an if-else ladder, right? This is what my instructor told me that this is told, and yeah, that is why I'm telling you this is known as the if-else ladder, right? So basically you have an if condition, then you have an else if. So what else if means is that if this condition is not true, then instead of directly going into the else, first check this condition too, right? And how is it different from just this? That this will be checked no matter without checking if this is true or not. This will always be checked. However, this will be checked only if this condition is false. So how this works is we check this condition. If this is wrong, we check this condition. If this is wrong, we check this condition. And you could have any number of else ifs here, right? You could have another else if saying age is less than equal to 30. Console.log adult, else console.log and older than 30, which makes does not make a lot of sense, but this is perfectly legal and you could do this without any problems, and you could have hundreds of else's there and this would still work, right? So this is a way of doing some complex conditionals. Of course, we do not need this, so we'll revert this back to adult. And now we see that if our age is less than 18, we print minor. Else, we know our age is greater than or equal to 18. Then we can print just adult if age is less than or equal to 21. Or we can print adult otherwise, which means that age is basically greater than 21, right? Yeah, so this is an else if ladder, and we can see this works without any problem. And now one last thing. What if I wanted to print just adult if 18 is less than equal to age is less than equal to 21, which is what we were doing, but I do not want to do anything in any other case. Do not do anything. So how do you do this? I mean, first thing you could do is you could put if age is less than 18, you could leave this blank. Then here you could do else if age is less than equal to 21. However, this is not very good code, right? So basically, what I want to show you that you can do conditional operations inside an if condition too. So how does that work? If you remember, we had three conditional operations, which were and, or, and not, right? What and did was it returned, if we were anding two Boolean operators, it returned true only if all of them were true, and or returned true if even one of them was true, right? So if I do something like if age is greater than equal to, yes, the first thing is you cannot do something like if 18 is less than equal to age is less than equal to 21. This is not very valid syntax in a lot of languages. So you could do if age is greater than equal to 18. So here you are checking that age is greater than equal to 18, and then you are saying and age is less than equal to 21, right? So this is the use of a logical operator. So you have done if age is greater than equal to 18 and age is less than equal to 21, which is basically checking this condition. We have to print just adult, else we do not have to do anything. So we do not need to give an else condition. So if I give 17 here, it does not print anything. If I enter 19 here, it gives me just adult. And if I enter 22 here, it does not give me anything. So basically we have achieved this condition too. So now these were a lot of conditionals, and I've covered basically all the ways you could write a conditional in JavaScript, right? And you might be a little confused now, and you might be thinking, how will I remember all of this? But don't worry, this will become really basic for you once we start writing some codes and we start doing some things. So yeah, these were the conditionals in JavaScript, and now from the next video we can start working on the loops, right? And we'll see what the loops are and how they work. So I'll see you then.